Good evening, everyone. You join us for this T20 between the Chennai Carvers and the Mumbai Triumph. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me for this match is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the dashing David Gower.
Hi others, looking forward to this one. Earlier I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it really does look like having a bowl will be the correct move, and hope you can chase down anything the opposition posts. Beautiful clear conditions and not a chance of rain.
Thanks, David. Two captains are in the middle. Let's join them for the coin toss.
Well, if they lose this one, a lot will be pinned on this decision. Batting first on this pitch really does look a risky decision.
Milne has the ball in hand and will get us underway. Hopefully there'll be some swing and bounce with this new ball early on.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
They've got their timing all wrong. Nothing to worry about for the first ball of the innings.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Nope.
Absolutely nailed it.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away.
Nope.
Great shot through the gap.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Back-to-back boundaries. The bowler will be searching for something now. Just a dot ball or two to settle things down.
Yep.
Huge edge. There'll be one run here for them. The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yep. Ball is aimed.
A couple on offer here.
And with that, they're off the mark.
11 runs added there. The Indians are none for 11. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end.
Waiting.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Wait there.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary.
He was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Bravo. Shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots. Just need to tighten their areas now.
Wait!
Cuts that off well in the infield.
Wait there!
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Waiting!
A little late on that, no run scored.
5 runs in that over. The Indians are none for 16. Going with spin now.
Change of bowling. The finger spinner is coming on to bowl.
Wait!
Finds the fielder with that shot.
A little late on that, no runs scored.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this. Power and precision in that shot.
No point running for that one. That was 4 off the bat. Beautiful shot off the front foot.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Wait!
Doesn't beat the infield.
Wait! Yep!
That's gone all the way, right out of the middle.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
26.
The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack. And the broadcast there now.
Yep!
Gone, it's a good catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yep, yep!
Tried to take the pace off by rolling the fingers across the seam. It's a great shot. Didn't take a lot of effort to get it away.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Wait!
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Wait!
Perfectly timed.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Just threw the shot too early.
Wait.
A bit of shape on the ball as they let it go through. Tailed just a little at the end as it went through to the keeper. Great shorter ball, well played though, didn't flinch. Was able to leave the ball comfortably. And that's the end of the short stuff for this over.
Waiting. Yup.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps. Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. Good shot. A beauty.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shots.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket. That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
That's just a brilliantly aggressive shot. Gets onto the front foot and it's flown over the boundary.
Two boundaries in a row. Time to just focus on line and length again.
Sent back in the end. The run was on, but apparently they're content to keep the strike. A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Wait.
No runs on that occasion. Got into position nicely, just too early on the shot and couldn't find a gap.
End of the over, and again it's a good one for the bowling side, not letting batters build any momentum. Nicked it.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Good.
What great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
Pollard won't have the pressure of facing up just yet. The nerves will be rattling a bit while they're at the non-striker's end.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yep.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
That's the over. The Indians are 3 for 52.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Huge appeal.
That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over.
Yep.
Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably. You can understand why on that line they thought it was safe to let it straight through to the keeper.
4 runs added in that over. The Indians are 3 for 56.
Yep.
2 full, got what it deserved.
Good throw from the deep, on target.
Yep.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
Yep.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up, and let the ball do all the work really to push it down towards third man.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement. Good work there on the boundary.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep. Yep. Keepers.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
Good running. Just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
9 runs added there. The Indians are 3 for 65. Bravo, back on now.
Yep.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field. Thick edge.
Yep.
Plays it nice and late. Might beat them to the third man boundary.
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding. Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Wait.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs. That one does the trick. Big in-swinger, and they can't keep it out.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down. Really didn't get settled. Looked to be in trouble, sadly, for most of the knock.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. We've seen good control and spin from this bowler. Looking forward to seeing what they can do here. Misses everything. Loud appeal. The Super Kings having a good chat. Don't know if it's worth using a review on it though.
No problems at all with where the ball is pitched. Oh, that's so close, but the decision will stay the same. Going on to miss everything, and a valuable review is lost.
Not the best decision to review that. The umpire has got it spot on.
Waiting. Yup.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Edged. Bowler is confident on this one. And gone. Didn't even wait for the umpire's decision.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Really good shot there.
Really just seemed to have put that one into the slot with the first ball to the new batter. All the same, it's a glorious shot for your first ball.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder? Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
An inexpensive over ends and a wicket coming from it. Bravo from the broadcast end.
Yep.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No waiting around. Off the mark straight away. Back and across, punched well off the back foot through point to get some runs.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike. Keep the pressure up on the bowlers.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Wait there.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
End of the over.
Maybe they didn't pick that up very late on the shot.
Bravo. Ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yup.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Wait.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Yup. Ball is in.
A couple on offer here.
Yup. Ball is in. Yup. Yup.
Struck it nicely. Could go to the boundary. Seven runs added there. The Indians are 5 for 85.
5 for 85.
Milne with the ball in hand again.
The right armour is coming into the attack.
Yup.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yup.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yup.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yup. Catch it.
Oh my, that's racing away. End of the over. The Indians are 5 for 91.
Are now on 5 for 91.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the chairman's end.
Is coming into the attack.
Yes, nice bowling.
That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play. That was great movement between the wickets. Just fantastic running. Leg byes to the total.
Yep. Nice bowling.
Not a great shot in the end. Practices the shot again. Just need to keep their head down now.
Yes, nice bowling.
What a superb delivery. Too good, didn't know where it was going, and it knocked them over.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. Will have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
Yep. Keepers. Keepers. Yep.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Yep.
And with that, they're off the mark.
Nice bowling.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
End of a really good over, taking a wicket and really slowing down the scoring rate. Going with pace now.
Change of bowling. The medium pacer is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Bowling.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Just a little bit of room given. The power was immense. That has flown over the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot. Doesn't want to bowl it there. Overpitched and helped to the boundary.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Yep.
Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowler. Yep.
The over comes to an end. Not many runs coming from it. Both sides need to inject some life into this game.
Yes, nice bowling.
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Yep.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
There was no need to run for that. Gets onto the back foot and powers that away for 4 runs.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot,
Yep.
the reward will eventually come. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yep.
That was a solid shot, driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
It's easy runs there at this level when you stray a little down the leg side. Tucked it nicely off the pads for more runs.
End of the over, 8 off it. The Indians are 7 for 123.
Catching!
Misses everything.
Nice!
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Out! What a catch!
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. Mills, whose first task is getting themselves settled.
Mumbai triumph. Please give them a warm welcome.
Yep!
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
Up! Yep, yep!
Too full, got what it deserved.
Keepers in!
A brilliant throw-in from the deep caps off what was a fabulous piece of fielding.
Mumbai triumph.
End of the over, 6 runs coming from it. The Indians are 8 for 129. A new bowler is coming into the attack.
Yes! Yep! Dad! What is that? Yes!
Bowler is confident on this one.
A bit of frustration after that shot, went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Yep, yep!
That sees the completion of the over. A good one too, not many opportunities to score.
8 for 135.
The innings wraps up with a very defendable total. It will need some good bowling. It certainly won't be the There's a lot of time to get these runs. It's a fairly decent total. Plenty of options. Don't need to do anything flashy. Just get themselves in and build the run rate. Misses out on the first ball of the innings.
Looking to get the innings started, just can't get it away.
Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Wait.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Just threw the shot too early.
Well, that's the end of a great display of bowling. No score from it. Nicely putting pressure on the batters. A big opportunity They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board. Mills, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming on to bowl from the broadcast end.
Mills with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Wait. Yeah.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
Yes, bowler.
A couple on offer here.
Conway gets off the mark.
Yes.
Tucks it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
Yep.
Absolutely nailed it.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Sharma, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
That really wasn't a great delivery. Seen early, and it was dispatched with aplomb.
Are now on none for 11.
Yes, nice bowling.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yes.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Too wide, it was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Bowler.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Yep.
More decisive running may have gotten them 2. You look at that and I would say they would have made it easily. They need to be a little bit more switched on than that.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield.
Yeah. Keeper's ball.
over. The Super Kings are none for 19.
Are now none for 19.
The right armour is coming into the attack from the broadcast end.
Yep.
Well, they decided against the run. Not sure why, if I'm being honest. They'd have made it very comfortably.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yes. Yeah.
Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket.
Right on.
Quick onto that in the infield.
A little late on that, no run scored.
Yes.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
End of the over, 8 runs coming from it. The Super Kings are 1 for 27.
Yeah.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yes.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Yes.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yep.
That would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
End of the over, 7 off it. The Super Kings are 1 for 34.
Yes.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
Confident appeal, could it be?
Right there. Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeping pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Right out of the middle.
Ali says thank you. It was a gift, and they smashed it away to the boundary rope.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yeah.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
That ends the power play. The captain with a bit more freedom in the field now. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end. Misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Yes.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yeah. Yep.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Yes.
A bit of a mix-up, they'll need to improve their communication.
Yes.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying. End of the over. 4 off it. The Super Kings are 1 for 45. Allen, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the broadcast end.
Waiting. Yeah, yeah.
Edged.
Yep.
That's mistimed. It's gone high. Should be gone. That's out. Caught.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds. And you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket.
Yeah, yeah.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Right there.
The Indians found some good rhythm in that over. They'll want to maintain it going forwards.
For 53.
Yeah.
What a beautiful shot that was. They've been sweating on the loose ball and picked this one up early and glanced it down to fine leg.
Yep.
It was just a little bit wide, well picked up and guided nicely down towards third.
Yeah, yeah.
Edged. What a ball.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Yeah.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keep pressure on the bowlers.
Yes.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Yeah.
Wasn't a bad ball, got it short enough, but they were onto it so early. Pivoted onto the back foot and punched it away behind square.
Allen from the broadcast end.
Yeah, yeah. Bowlers in.
Decisive running might have got them two. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Yeah, yeah.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
The whole team goes up for that one. They feel pretty confident about this.
Yeah.
Tucked it nicely into the gap. Pick up a single, rotate the strike.
5 runs in that over. The Super Kings are 2 for 65.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Yes.
2 full. Got what it deserved.
Got it well enough to get it away to the boundary, a poor delivery and a fine shot in the end.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Did well just to get it down towards third for some runs.
Yeah. Yes. Wait.
Couldn't get it through the field. The end of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure building. Wow, that's missed the lot. Edged it.
Yes.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Sharma, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yeah, yeah.
High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance. A couple on offer here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot, good running.
Yes.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Wait there.
Doesn't beat the infield. Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over, that one. Too many loose deliveries. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the chairman's end.
Yep.
Good running, just finding the gap, and that allows for rotation of the strike and keeps the pressure on the bowlers.
Yes. Yeah.
Nicely clipped off the pads.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Yeah.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Mills shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yeah.
A little flick of the wrist to get it round the corner for an easy run.
Waiting.
Quick onto that in the infield.
No runs on that occasion, got into position nicely, just too early on the shot. Couldn't find a gap.
For 96.
That's the over. The Super Kings are 2 for 96. Pollard, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Yeah.
There'll be 1 run here for them.
A really good 50 partnership. These two are looking strong. And it's going to take something special to break it up.
Yeah.
Well, for a brief moment, you thought there might be a bit of strife there. In the end, a good decision not to take on the field.
Yep.
Times it nicely.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Ali has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits.
Yes. Yeah.
Really good shot there.
Hola. Yeah, yeah.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs. End of the over, 9 off it. The Super Kings are 2 for 105.
For 105.
Yep.
Huge edge.
Keeper. Yes. Catch it.
Oh my, that's just flown off the middle.
Brings up the half century with that shot. It's been a good innings so far.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yeah, yeah.
Manipulating the field, asking questions of the opposition captain as they take a single.
Yeah.
Good work there on the boundary.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope.
Yep.
Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
Well, the end of an entertaining performance with the bat. Certainly a good wicket to get. The runs were really starting to flow.
With the fall of that wicket, the new batter comes out to the crease. They're quick to take guard and face up.
Yes.
Got all of it, and for 6.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot. Driven down the ground, over the boundary.
Playing all their shots in that over. A very expensive over.
Yeah.
Great shot through the gap.
Well, there was a split second to decide which end to throw to. In the end, it was a poor choice. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Right on.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yeah.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Yeah.
And that marks the end of the match. The Chennai Carvers complete a decisive victory in this match. Thank you very much for joining us. Please remember to drive responsibly on your way home.
That win never looked in doubt from very early in the match. It's been a great performance and a deserved win.